gratitude.
Yes. First of all, I have to make you a confession. I have prepared this test because it's really serious. Because I have to confess that when Joe every time asks me for or perhaps I have to say that he forced me a little, like everyone connected now, to do something quickly, what you are not focused on do it. I have to confess that my dark side start preparing what my imagination want to really do. So this is like an act of rebellion, because this is my birthday present. I'm a rebel scum since 1977. So this is a present for everyone. So I in this line, I was using this dark side of my imagination to prepare what we could talk if I were there in Syros with you, because as you know, I was planning to do so after, before this end of course, and these familiar events simply ran over me. So I was thinking, when we start these philosophical wanderings that Jose Maria organized after the meetings, what can I talk about, or people like me, people that we have not so many times or so many lives to read all of these authors, these Greek authors he reads, Ortega, Plato, well, yes, these people. Because my cultural, my diet in readings is only full from dragon novels and science fiction things and Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Well, these things that maybe the serious philosophers they may forgive me for mentioning and consuming. So, well, I really was trying to connect this, what you may seem like a joke, with our really deep research. So I remember a talk with our fellow Nieves that she often said that she likes Mazinger Z. I don't know how it's called Mazinger Z in any other language. Maybe in Japanese Majinga or something like that, but it's not so glamorous that Spanish people pronounce the zeta. and zeta is a special kind of power in the Star Wars universe. So for me, I don't know how you are going to say that. I suggest you to take zeta like in your life for this letter. So well, I was thinking on all of these things, and I dare Joe to make a communication about all of that, connected with the place we were going to stay in the Aegean Islands, and one of the topics that I have talked with him to clarificate in our platform, that is cyberpunk. So, well, I remember this talk, and I remember that Mazinger Z starts in I think it's not a real island, it's called, it's a fictional place, it's Bardos Islands, but this place in the Aegean Sea. And it's important because it's going to start all the settings, because all the settings matters a lot, because this manga or this anime is going to take reference from ancient ruins, mythological things, mechanical beasts that are going to be a remembrance of the big machine with the big guardian of Crete, and you have to. I have to show you what I'm talking about. Let me share this another image. Oh, it's not. I was talking about that. you don't remember this anime from your childhood. So, well, all this thing is connected because, as I said, this anime is going to take things from this mythological reference. But we are talking about a series from the 70s, very long before all these technological things we have right now start also becoming research. But this is often how science fiction works. First, the authors of science fiction are going to imagine these powerful images or pictures of our world, and then researchers, engineers, designers, educators, also people in working in education, are going to take those images and get real and build whatever we need to make them real. So research are not directly copying what science fiction is going to imagine, but we cannot discuss that. It's our reference. So, well, we can pose the similar questions, and we can use this information also in our clarification activities. Because I have a question for all of you. What can this technology make to make a better world and to make a better comprehension of our world? So, well, this talk, as you are showing, is not a formal research. Is what's only a small provocation and something to talk about later in those meetings you are going to have next to the sea or whatever we are connecting in our places here at home next to to every part. Okay, but I want to also share what we have been planning to talk with you in these beautiful evenings. So it's useful to have all this information to introduce in and make maybe near to the people way of clarification using this kind of thinking that we can take from design or from science fiction authors to make easier for our people, our students, to clarify our knowledge. So, well, I'll give you some questions you can take to continue this. I think is a powerful research, and so that's all. This is what I want to share with you today to close this wonderful track. I think I have finished with Joe because he has left the chat. But they are serious questions. I want to research if I had enough time in the future. Maybe our next meeting next to the beach in Cádiz.
Thank you, Isaac. That was awesome.
So, I want you to take only 5 minutes. So for my first time, I set the time.
Not Isaac. I think that I share all these ideas because for me, the basic way, the basic research that I wanted to find with this group is if we could make that the chatbots understand the language because they don't understand. And that's why they wrote every way, every time in the same way. And I hate it.
I think it's an ancient trick to give maybe to take the language or the discourse most near to the people. It's very ancient. When people doesn't know how to read, we draw images in the walls, maybe 1,000 years ago. So trying to get we don't want to eliminate nobody. so people that maybe doesn't have this I don't know great knowledge when they also our students right now when they try to start with the blank page, it's very difficult for them if they have not near reference or close reference to what they are thinking about. So, well, I was doing this small joke with my, but this is real. I really only read this kind of books and, and watch this kind of movies. So for me, it's very easy to talk about these worlds or these things that are not every of them are not jokes. They talk about very serious things. They science fiction design and models political systems, design cultural system, also languages in this world. So they are making a very powerful thing with this excuse, I don't know, with this topic, not scientific or engineering topics, what like we are using in our platform in WhatsApp. But well, this is I dare Joy to. I don't know when, but when I'm going to start a branch in the tree about science fiction, cyberpunk, culture, all of these things. Maybe we are trying to, instead of competing with Wikipedia, we are going to compete with Wikipedia. Or Star Warspedia, or I don't know the name, but there is a real one.
There are several Wikipedias about that.
Yeah.
I know it.
Because I think it could be used for this research we are doing about the precision of the machines to analyze also the text, for example. And well, I'm also joking, but for a student in my classroom, it's going to be interesting to analyze the legal paper 1033 or whatever is going to be very interesting for us, but not for them. And maybe if we use, I don't know, the Lord of the Rings main chapters, they're going to focus a lot and make a very good job. Yes, this is what I have in my mind because my small children and me look a lot of things in this web page every day. I don't know. Have you any question? We can imagine it going to be interesting. Not, I think we can make a precise.
So we can make
the next session.
We make a break, and then we in like in how is it now?
12:30 in Spain.
12:30. 12:30.
12.
Yeah, this is in Spain.
Yes.
Then 10 minutes or how long?
15 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And, because Modestos also don't have such a long time. In any case, so what we are going to discuss afterwards is about the design of the user experience experiment. So how are we going to do that next? And I think it can be good, at least all the people who was involved in that. Of course, anyone who might be interested in seeing how things are working or whether it is useful, which is, of course, something fundamental as we have been discussing for clarity, for having clear communication. Usefulness is essential. And this is something we want to test for Glossal App as a tool. And in this evening, indeed, we are going to do some tests already. In this evening, we are going to do the clarification. The clarification activity for there will be several people who will be participating first as participants and then as organizers. And this is a good opportunity also to test how things are working and what can we improve, what should we improve. So we make this break for 5 minutes. Then after 5 minutes, whoever is interested, so then we meet us. Fine. Thank you very much for your patience, interest, and so on. Then see you. Thank you very much for particularly all the ones who were presenting so interesting insights.